weren't being showered with money by foundations. So to get 20,000 people out in the street to sustain daily organizing, what are some of the ideas that you could suggest?
Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to say that I know you guys don't want to hear about the Tea Party people, but we have to learn from them a little bit because they actually taught us about not being limited by our old ideas. One of the things that they did was that they had buses that were going to a specific location, a specific time, and then people would be waiting there, and then people would pay whatever it was the fee, $30 or $40. And then they would get in and they would take them all the way to Washington D.C. Well, that was a lot of coordination, but it was the radio stations, the right-wing radio stations that were doing it. And I think we have to start demanding of our airwaves too, to start helping in that sense. So it's a lot of coordination. I'm not saying it's not easy, but I think we have the infrastructure already through existing organizations where it can happen. We had about 150, 160 organizations that signed on to our march. And it's not that difficult to do, but you have to have the organization in place to be able to do it. But the ideas on how to do it, you just throw the energy out, and then people will come. In other words, if we make a decision we're going to go to Washington D.C., okay, fine. Then after that, we throw the energy out, and then we start coordinating nationally. Of course, you have to have organizations like La Red Nacional or maybe like Willis Velasquez or whatever, and then you start making it happen. And you'll be surprised how many people you can move. But the thing is, first and foremost, you have to move the heart. If you don't move the heart, nothing moves. I just wanted to let you know, because in my presentation, we have a resolution. And basically, the resolution says for the federal government to take away the power of Sheriff Arpaio by taking over all these functions. It's called receivership, where they can come in and take over the functions of Sheriff Arpaio, especially now that he's under grand jury investigation, and especially if he's indicted. So we remove it from there forever. I think that can happen, and I think we put enough pressure. I think Maricopa County is ready to actually help us with that. But more than anything else, watch out for the resolution. It's resolution 1111. We really appreciate it. But as far as movement goes, I think we have the experts of the movement. I think what we need right now is to have the heart to push it forward.
I'm not putting out of this virtual world. One of the things that I heard, which was really very helpful, was the distinct kinds of corporate structures and tax structures that we can use to implement the kind of movement building that we want to do. But one of the challenges for a lot of small organizations that I've been a part of, I've been a lot of consulting in this area, is to figure out when and how to merge their activities or to work cooperatively with one another so that C3 corporations can maybe make the most of their C3 donations by working collaboratively with a C4 when they want to do their political activity, and making sure that they're capitalizing on the tax exempt money as well as that money which is not tax exempt but is nonetheless within a nonprofit corporation.
Well, it is a challenge, and it's a challenge for a lot of organizations, especially that don't have a lot of resources. But with some good upfront guidance as to what money can be used for activities with its affiliated, its sister organization, C4 organization, will really help them avoid any of the pitfalls and problems that non-vigilance can result in. So, for example, as I mentioned, C3s can do some lobbying activity, but they can't do unlimited lobbying activity. C4s can do unlimited lobbying activity. So you may want to have that C4 do all the lobbying activity and focus the C3 monies on educational grants and educational type, get out the vote and community forums and stuff like that. That's not to say that like a lot of those foundation dollars or restricted dollars that C3s use can't still be used for your lobbying activities, which says don't support AD bill or whatever. So,
well, in our case, we have a C3 that uses the maximum amount allowable under the law and actually contracts with a C4 to implement its political activity to the extent that it's allowed. So it actually maximizes both entities. And I wonder, if there are C4 corporations in some places where we could really partner with other C3s, maybe multiple C3s, to help them maximize their resources.
And I think that's just gonna be a virtue of networking here and continuing the dialogue with